Namaskar, welcome to Exercise Explained. In this video, we would be doing question number 4, question number 5 and question number 6 of ICSE 9th Physics, Exercise 1C, Measurement and Experimentation. The previous 3 questions have been done in the previous video, the link for which will be provided in the description below. If you have not seen them by now, do check them out. So starting with the fourth question, find the length of a seconds pendulum. So we need to find the length of a seconds pendulum. Now whenever we see this word seconds pendulum, it should immediately come to our mind that time period should be equal to 2 seconds. Acceleration due to gravity is given as 10 meter per second square, and pi we are supposed to take it as 3.14. So starting with the question, we need to find L. So I would be writing the given data. L is equal to question mark. Since it is a seconds pendulum, time period will be equal to 2 seconds. Acceleration due to gravity is given as 10 meter per second square. Pi, we are supposed to take it as 3.14. Now we know the formula, that is T is equal to 2 pi root of L divided by G. If we square on both sides, the same formula changes to T square is equal to 2 square is 4, pi square is pi square only, root L square is L divided by G. Now we need to find L, so we will be shifting the other terms, writing left hand side as right hand side and right hand side as left hand side. We get L is equal to T square into G divided by 4 into pi square. So this is what we get the value of L. Now after this, T square happens to be 2 square because T is 2 seconds. So 2 square into acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. So acceleration due to gravity is 10 divided by 4 into pi square is going to be equal to 3.14 into 3.14, that is 3.14 square. So 3.14 square happens to be 9.85. So we just simplify this and write T is equal to, sorry about that, it is L. So L is equal to 2 square is 4 into, I write 10 as it is, divided by 4 into 9.85. Now 4 and 4 cancels. We get this as 10 by 9.85, which approximately is equal to 1.01 meters. So we get the length to be 1.01 meters. So this question, the calculation was slightly tricky. Rest it was an easy question, direct substitution. Getting into the fifth question, compare the time period. So we need to compare the time period. That means we need to find the ratio of time periods. Whenever in any question you see compare, exactly the thing that should come to your mind is we need to find the ratios of length 1 meter and 9 meter. So if I write L1 will be equal to 1 meter and L2 will be equal to 9 meters. Now I would be writing the formula, that is the same formula which we used in the previous question. T1 square is equal to 4 pi square L1 divided by G, the entire thing divided by T2 square, that happens to be 4 pi square L2 divided by G. Now this is of the form A divided by B, the entire thing divided by C divided by D. So what we do here is A by B into D by C. So we multiply with the reciprocal. The same thing we are supposed to do here. So I would be doing the same thing here. So I just write it 4 into pi square L1 divided by G into, the denominator is inversed and multiplied, so G divided by 4 pi square L2. Now we will cancel whatever we can cancel. G and G cancels, 4 and 4 cancels, pi square and pi square cancels. So we are left with L1 divided by L2. Now L1 by L2 is nothing but 1 by 9. Now we have got T1 square divided by T2 square is equal to 1 divided by 9. So T1 by T2, T1 divided by T2 will be equal to root of 1 divided by 9, or we can write T1 divided by T2 will be equal to 1 divided by 3. So we get T1 is to T2 is equal to 1 is to 3. So this is the comparison of time periods of two pendulums of length 1 meter and 9 meter. Getting into the next question, that is the sixth question. So for the sixth question, a pendulum completes 2 oscillations in 5 seconds. What is the time period? If G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, find its length. So I will write, see, it is very simple to find out the time period. Time period basically means time taken for one complete oscillation. Now 2 oscillations are happening in 5 seconds. So I will write for 2 oscillations, it takes 5 seconds. So for one oscillation, it will take 5 divided by 2 seconds. So 5 divided by 2 is nothing but 2.5 seconds. So this is our time period. So we got the time period as 2.5 seconds. This came by unitary method. If you have not understood this, let us take an example. Suppose 2 pens cost rupees 10. What will be the price of 1 pen? So 1 pen will be 5 rupees. All of us know that. How do you get 5 rupees? 10 divided by 2. Similarly here, 2 oscillations, 5 seconds. So for one oscillation, it will be 5 by 2 seconds. Now what is given is, we need to find the length. So in the previous question, we used the formula L is equal to T square into G divided by 4 into pi square. So I'll be using the same formula. So t square is going to be equal to 2.5 square into acceleration due to gravity. We're supposed to take it as 9.8 divided by 4 into pi square happens to be 3.14 square. So 2.5 square is 6.25 into 9.8 divided by 4 into 3.14 square is 9.85. Now 9.85 into 4 gives us 39.4. So I will write 39.4 in the denominator, and 6.25 into 9.8 gives us 61.25. So 61.25 divided by 39.4, we get it as 1.55 meters. So the length we got here is 1.55 meters. So this completes this particular video. Question number 7th onwards will be there in the next video. So see you guys in the next video, the link for which will be there in the description below. Dhanyavad.